and was on the stage. Look what I got. I remembered to bring my tea-dyed paper downstairs. Good girl. This should help. This should help make some progress on this journal. So, hello, anyone and everyone. Hello, anybody who pops into live. Hello, anyone who's watching the replay. I am going to sit down for a little while and do some more work. Let's see. Yeah, more work on this Night Before Christmas journal. I didn't even clean up any of the stuff, so it's all just still here and ready to go. Sorry for the wiggle. That is Mr. Revan. That is Mr. Revan doing what? Jumping up on Hey, what happened there? Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, that was Mr. Revan jumping up on a shelf that I have for the kitties, specifically for the kitties. Good grief, I am seriously clumsy. All right, close that, close that, close that, and do some art. Okay, here we go. No, Malik, not. I'm gonna work. You cannot come sit on my work. He wants to come help, apparently. He's gonna come when I'm moving other things. Listen here, mister. Hi, buddy. What you doing? Are you gonna help do art? I am not finding you particularly helpful, honey bunch. All right. Good enough right there. Perfect for now. All through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Oh, wait. Oh, I have an idea right off the bat. Oh, I must be on a roll up today, unless this is my only idea, which could also be true. Look, not even a mouse, except that mouse looks like he's stirring. Okay, so it says not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, but I mean, that mouse looks like he's stirring. I might have to put him right there, though. How cute is that guy? All right, I'll decide later, because maybe I need a sleeping mouse. I wonder if I could learn how to doodle a sleeping mouse. I bet I could. I'll have to ponder how to draw a sleeping mouse. Okay, now what? This is looking perfectly fine. This is looking fine, and I'm not making a lot of tags yet, so that can just stay the way it is. What is going on here? Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, it got a little bit glued down, but not bad. Not bad at all. So this is a flip out page. I chopped into this guy's antlers a bit, and I didn't mean to. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I might utilize that space to make it not look so brutal, or make it look less brutal to this poor little guy, and put some kind of tab to open this page so that it's obvious, right? Like I could put a little something right there, a little bow maybe, and put a Velcro dot under and then flip. I don't know, maybe. So there's Saint Nick and a flip I will have to do something with this flip. When the time comes, I will have to betterify this tag, but this turned out to be a decent idea and fixed a problem. It fixed a problem I had because I made a mistake and I had to figure out how to fix it. So now I have this tag in here that covers up the text, right? And this is the text before it. And this is what I forgot. So now it works, story-wise and design-wise. Yay! All right, this layout, oh my, glued itself together. I'll have to get this open, but this layout is ending up a bit visually too much. So when I do detailing on this page, I will have to figure out how to tone some things down and push them into the background. And I suppose that's only if I can get it to open properly. Okay, okay. Good. Are we coming out now? Oh, no, we're stuck in the center too. There we go. All right, now I'll use my favorite saw ruler. Not actually a saw ruler, but it sure works as one. And we'll just get this glue to pull this apart. I got a couple of pieces of paper on there. That's okay. I will figure that out later too. And there we go. Nice. Okay, that worked. That worked. This journal is going to end up being super fat. I wonder if I can fatten it somehow. I think I can, because it's a fabric, right? I think I can get a crease here and get a crease on the other side to create a fatter spine. Because, no, I can't tell really. But I think the pages are set in enough that I got some wiggle room. Even just a tiny bit on each side would work. So I guess we'll see. All right, so where was I? Where were I? I were here. So we have a belly band, and this was just a placeholder. This is not what will actually go here. I could use this piece of card, but it's not a finished product, right? So no matter what I do, it will not be this just plain piece of paper. It does help tone down the visual though, and I will work on that some more when I get back to here. And then I ended up making this giant pocket page. So I have some giant writing space, maybe a whole notebook pad thing, maybe giant, I don't know, words, and a text spot. Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to be a problem. So this is glossy paper on vellum. That's going to be tricky. That's going to be a tad on the tricky side to get glue to stick and stay. Although there's hope because it's staying on the bottom. And I remember that I just held it for a long time. So maybe I'll just sit like this while I look at what I'm going to do next. There is a tuck spot and it is an envelope. So I could there's a few things I'd like to do that I could do. There are a few things I like to do that I could do. I'll do something with that, not yet, because I'm just getting the big pieces that I'm adding to the journal in it. You know. All right, so if that's the case, I think I was all the way to the back And I was to the end already. I'm to the end of the story. After this bit, he was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. Okay, so let me see. I do remember that I wanted to check and make sure that I have the whole poem, because it seemed to me like something was missing. But then I looked again and I thought, no, maybe not. No. There we go. So yeah, I got to look at the whole thing and make sure I have it correct. So, let's see. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot. Let's see where I left off. So the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. Oh, okay, so the picture. He was dressed all in fur should be just before that. He came with a bound. Okay, that's this one. I'm looking at the whole poem right now and trying to figure out where I am. That's this one right here. And that's that. And then the next one should be, and then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof. Yeah, bound. The next thing should be, he was dressed all in fur. And I'm wondering if I have this wrong. No. Okay. I wonder if I'm missing a part. Yeah, his clothes were tarnished with ashes and soot. Huh. His eyes, how they twinkled. It comes before that. So there is a part missing that needs to be right here-ish. Yikes. I'm wondering where I put it. His eyes, how they twinkled. And then the stump of the pipe. And then chubby and plump, that's this guy. A right jolly old elf. And then he spoke not a word. He spoke not a word. Right there. So this is the next 1.5. Yeah, and then it's the end. Okay, so I'm going to move this back just as a reminder that it's sort of next. But I need... What did I say it started with? Good grief, my memory is just so rotten. He was dressed all in fur. Okay. He was dressed all in fur. I'm wondering about if I made another big mistake, because I had some stuff that was supposed to go across from each other. I can't really explain what I mean by that, but I had pictures and words that were supposed to make a big kind of layout together, and I'm not seeing those. I'm wondering if that's what's missing. And I've somehow, like, did it fall out of the book maybe when I was switching rooms? Oh my goodness. Okay, what am I looking for? He was dressed all in fur. Okay. I keep forgetting what in the world I'm looking for. Oh, hello, Lydia. Lydia, that envelope or that heart you sent me absolutely did bring me joy. It was just such a lovely card and such a lovely heart. I have it hanging on my lamp next to my bed. So it's decorating it's decorating the on-off switch. And hello, Adria. How are you today? I hope you're both still here. I was off looking at the poem because I've realized I have lost part of it. If you heard me yapping about that part. So I have to go through this pile on the side of me and see if I can find it. If not, I'm going to have to create something. I just love that mouse. And the birdie. And this. And wait. This and these were already used in here. I do like to repeat my supplies to keep the unification. You keep things unified. Oh, it's so adorable. Lydia, that was so thoughtful. So thoughtful. Oh, so it should be one of the bigger pages, but I'm not really seeing that there's one in here. I certainly could have cut it up, I suppose. Yeah, this bigger page is not the same at all. This is a different story. Oh my. I have literally lost a whole stanza. Okay, I know just what to do, hopefully. So I had 2 books of A Night Before Christmas, and I used one of them mostly and the other one to fill in. So hopefully this little one still has the part that says he was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, right there. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Let's see if this is the whole thing. Oh, I am totally done being productive for the day. Except that's a lie because there's stuff I still have to do. But I'm taking a break in any case. A peddler just opening his pack. Perfect. Okay, so this is the stanza that's missing. His eyes, how they twinkled, are next. Is next. Let's see what we can do to get this properly included. He was chubby and plump. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There is his eyes, how they twinkled. I need his eyes to twinkle. Oh, right there. So this actually goes here. It has to go on this page. I wonder if I could just cut the words out and put them here because look at that. Or I could decorate the pocket. No, because then, no, things are out of order then, and I don't like out of order. I'm very weird about these things. I could make the page longer and add it down here so I don't cut off the reindeer. It looks like just barely, though. It would kind of hang off the page if I'm not careful. Not that that matters too much, but I don't want it to get wrecked, so it's got to be strong enough. Yeah, I could fit it right there, or I could just stop being such a weirdo and I could put it back here somewhere. That actually makes more sense, lady. All right. You'll probably nap next. Have you folks done any crafting yet today? Because it's crafting time. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have declared it so. All right. All right. Let's trim this page and see what we can do to get this bit of the story repaired. Mistakes have been made, but we can fix it. I don't think I can trim the top. No. Did you guys hear something? I heard something. I don't know what that was. Okay, so the part that's missing is nice and cut out. I will have to trim it. I mean, edge it, ink the edges, because I always do. Almost always, except when I forget. I might trim the corners because I like rounded corners. But what I don't like so far is how lovely this page is. Very vintage Christmas. This one's antique Christmas. This one's vintage Christmas. Victorian Christmas, mid-century modern Christmas. Let's see. So some alteration will need to be made to this page here to make it nice and lovely and kind of, you know, make the attitudes similar. Okay, nope, I'm going to trim again. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm going to trim off a chunk and redo those corners. Like so. Now see, now what do we got? Yeah, I like that much better. I like that it fits much better, and I like the distance from these letters to the edge and these letters to the edge is very similar. Good grief. Good grief, girl. Okay, so that's a start right there. And then I'm thinking I should find a napkin. Maybe we'll do some napkin to cover this whole thing. Or maybe I'll just sit and yap and maybe work, but mostly just drink coffee. Let's pull out this whole pile of napkins. Whole pile. Look at that. Do you know who I got these napkins from? Sean and Lindy. Hello from work, Mr. Fred. How are you today? How are you? So I'm going to look for a napkin that has a nice background for this picture that kind of blends with this and this. That might be a little tricky. I don't know. Might be. So I could do this. And actually, Okay, if I settle on this one, then this was stupid easy rather than tricky, because look, it's got the holly, and it already kind of blends. I'm still going to look at my other ones though. Just a bit bored, sitting at your desk waiting for your window to strip. Well, okay. Oh, half an hour. Well, I mean, you're supposed to keep yourself busy, so I should pick your brain and make you not bored. But I got nothing. I got nothing. So a lot of these napkins I'm looking at, I'll pull them back in the picture. That would be helpful. Are not really background material. I mean, they could be, but what if I want a peace on earth tree? This is just the center of a napkin, so it wouldn't offer much. I would have to cover the snowman if I wanted to believe in the magic on this page. I don't like the old wood. I'm not going for country look, although this plaid reindeer is kind of fabulous. I'll use him somewhere. These guys are definitely not background material. This is not a napkin. Well, good grief, girl. This one's kind of nice too. So that could be a background with this guy on. But now that I've seen the other one with the holly, this just seems silly. Although the green is a nice match. This is also not a napkin, not background. Oh, here we go. Wait, let's try this one. Let's try this one. So that would sit right about there. And this would go right about here. And that looks pretty darn silly. What if it was centered and this was centered? And half a wreath, half a wreath, half a wreath onward. Okay, I don't like that. And so much for poetry. How about this jobber? Oh. Well, okay, so what if I did this just across the top? Come on, cooperate. Cooperate. And then this. That's kind of a waste of a nice border, isn't it? And the last one, also not, well, okay then, also not an edging kind of thing. So we're going to do this one, the very first one. I made that way harder than it needed to be. I should have just grabbed the first one and gone with it. What did, I like that you would take a nap in the corner. Wouldn't you get in trouble though? You would get in trouble. You can't take a nap at work. I kind of love Mama Juju's advice yesterday. Don't think about it. Just do it. If she was here right now, she would chastise me because I overthought the crap out of that one. I mean, this is me after all, and I am a professional overthinker. Only surpassed by my mess-making skills. My two #1 skills, mess-making and my two #1 skills, mess-making and overthinking. Okay, so if I put the glue down here, I kind of want this holly border. I kind of want this holly border to sit on the very edge of this page on the top and the bottom. So I could do a fold. Gosh darn it, come on. I could do a little bit of an accordion fold if my fingers would cooperate. So put that one on the top, put this one on the bottom. Come on, sit, stay. And then squash, squish. And in case I want to turn this into a pocket, squish downward so it won't catch on whatever would go in said pocket. There we go. So that would go just like that. Ish. Would go somewhat like that. Come on. Behave, please. Okay. And then this will be edged in some fashion and go over it so that we have, oh, that's actually pretty nice. I can, ow. I can set this. I bet it is kind of nice. Quiet, do your own thing. Nobody watching over your shoulder while you work. Yeah, for sure. So, okay, so edge this bit and maybe line it up with those, that dark little matte part. And then this wouldn't be here at all. So I wish it was tucked under. It's going to be tucked under. I'm going to go just like this, so I can mock up this page a little better. Oh, there we go. Like so. And then this goes over. It sits right like that-ish. And now, does it jive? I think it does. I think it does. I'm going to do this, and I think I'm going to edge it in Vintage Photo to pull over the aged bit to this picture. Samoa. I don't think I'm going to turn this into a pocket. I think I'm going to make this a purely decorative page. I'm not sure why, and I'll think about it as I go. And I wish I knew where my other Vintage Photo stuff was, because I might like to go into the page a little bit more than I'm willing to do with archival. That's all right. I think I know what I can do later. I can do stuff later when I do more detailing on this particular journal. Okay, there we go. There we go. So let's put it back in place. Take another look. Like that, or down here. Does that repair the bit that I did wrong? Yes, it does. That's the most important part, is that I get the piece of the story in that I misplaced. If I tuck this in and I tuck this in, do I care about that? I kind of do. Okay, first things first, let's get this napkin in place, folded properly, the whole deal. So first thing I think I will do, I've never really tried to do this with a napkin before, so this should be interesting. And I think I'm not going to use this glue stick because this is shiny paper and I'm a little nervous about it. I'm a little nervous about it coming off. But I think the very first thing I'll do and see if it works is just get this top corner in place. Hang on one sec. Let me see if I have, and I do. Come here, you. Nope, wrong one. How about you? Yep, you'll do. Okay, I'm going to tuck this in because this page is shorter and I don't want to make a total mess. So there's what I'll do for this bit. I'm going to go about halfway down the paper and get this page, get this top half glued in place. Now, don't let anything else stick until you get the corner lined up and the lines straight, top to bottom and side to side, side to side, side to side. Not too shabby. Oh my, come on, straighten out a little bit. Good job. All right, that is not perfect. I'm not going for perfect. All right, now I think I'll do the same thing on the bottom half. So I will flip this up and out of the way, keeping it as straight as I can. Do the bottom half. And line it up the same way, and that should give me the perfect amount to fold into that crease. Excuse me, I did not say that you can wrinkle on me. Come on, stay way in there. Good job. Now I'm talking to my paper. I'm talking to my paper. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to very carefully try to do that again. I'll start in the corner. Make sure everything is straight in both directions. Straight across the paper, straight across the bottom. Come on, straighten out. Okay, just like so. That should totally give me the perfect amount to fold down. And it should line up. Oh, look at that. Beautifully done. That is exactly what I needed right there. So, question mark, can I get in here for the fold bit? Yes, I can, without tearing the napkin. Sure did. Sure did got in there. Minimal wrinkling. Lovely placement and coverage. Tiny specks at the bottom that didn't stay where I wanted them to. Oh well, that's all right. Okay, let me get a little tiny bit more here because edges need to be super secure. There we go. And now, I need a really sharp ruler. I think, oh, yep, I think this is my sharpest one. And I want to cram this right in there. And then I'm going to tear this napkin off. which is a really bad idea. So if you're seeing this video and you decide to try doing this also, just know that what I'm doing right now is not advised, because I should be waiting for the glue to dry. What happens if you don't wait for the glue to dry is that you don't get a nice tear, and it can slip underneath and tear stuff you don't want it to, and it can make a big mess like this. So I highly recommend wait till the glue dries. I am stupid amounts of impatient and rarely wait because I'm a brat like that. Okay. And I got pretty lucky with this one. This one did slide a bit, but nothing terrible. I've done some where I've made such a terrible mess. Okay, now we're going to slip Santa right in there. What I can't decide is, should I center him, which is kind of what I always do. Hi, Sonia. How the heck are you? I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? What are you up to? Are you crafting today? Are you celebrating the holiday season? Oh, goodness. So many questions. So many questions. It's nice to see your face, even though it's behind this little red rectangle, a little bit behind it. I can see most of your face. Okay, there's something floating in my coffee. It looks like a fuzzy, though. I think it's my fault. It is. Okay, I can live with that. Oh, you're crafting with me. Hey there, how are you today? I was just talking about advice you gave me yesterday about Mama, about don't think, just do it. I was overthinking terribly. I was overthinking terribly just minutes ago. You would have yelled at me. So Sonia, thank you for crafting with me. I think that's amazing. And let's see. So here's what I'm pondering. Do I center this, which is what I really feel like I want to do and what I almost always do, blah, 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 right? Do I put it down here like I was going to in the beginning? But I don't like that. Don't think, just do it. I'm going to just do this is centered because I actually just really like the way it looks. It just frames this picture nicely. And it does what I wanted it to in combining the look and feel of this page with the look and feel of this page. And it's at least the beginning of melding this whole layout, which is where I want to end up. All nice and, oh, you like it centered. Good. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. It did look really good framed like that. It's true. And I was overthinking and I caught myself and I stopped. Stop overthinking. All right, so let's, this is the other page I discovered yesterday that was missing. So now I had to be tricky and figure out how to get this in there too. All right, so let's start with the tucked part and try to get top and bottom mostly even. And if there's a bigger part, it's got to be on the bottom because the framing rules say so. Okay, there we go. Now, when I come back and do further detailing on this book, I will do some more things to get these two to meld. But right now, I think this is a fabulous start, except for the fingernail that just caught the corner. and broke the napkin. Let's see if we can get it back, pushed back in place. Very careful. Very careful. Not really. Not really. Okay, well, that might be where some of the detailing has to go because now I have a boo-boo to clean up. So, I mean, that's a thing. There's a motivator right there, right? Okay, now we have the missing page. It is in place. And we are moving on to How Merry. And lots of space and stuff and stuff. And I think I want to move this. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I was going to say I want to move this further into the book than it was. And maybe this centerpiece is a good place for it to go. Because he's putting out the toys, and this is a toy page. There's more of the presents and toys and stuff. So do I want to save it for a little further down? Oh my gosh, look how pretty. Maybe I want to save it for further down the book because this is a lot of skipping. I did not spread the story out very evenly. But then we have this next. And then what I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight. Okay. All right. Well, I like this in the center. I like this in the center layout in any case. Happy holidays, Lamont. How are you? Okay. I think I'm happy with that. But I'm maybe gonna do, if I can find, you know, I was doing a sale one night and Lindy made fun of me because I was using paper letters. And the reason she was making fun of me is because my son does 3D printing and made her a fabulous set of very visible, chunky letters. Perfect. Okay. So you would think I would have them because it's my son and he lives in the same house as me. So how come I didn't have any? And I have to laugh right now too because I am looking for my tearing ruler, which, by the way, I designed and my son printed. And wouldn't you know, I can't find it. Oh my gosh. I'm not in here often enough anymore. I'm just losing track, man. But I kind of want to just use my tearing ruler to tear down each side because I think that would look super cool. But where the heck is the darn thing? And it's not like it's little. It's a fat thing. It's chunky. It's a chunky monkey, and it shouldn't be lost. But I am kind of throwing my papers all over the place. It could be under here, and I wouldn't find it for quite a while. And then maybe it's just not under there at all. Well, did I mention my skills? I am all right. How are you today? And what do you mean, get my son this week? Where is he? And yay, I'm thrilled to pieces for you. And don't share your personal info if you don't want to. I'll let you know. I am ridiculously nosy. I'll ask anything. It doesn't mean I expect to be answered. I hope you can still hear me because my camera has lost connection, apparently. And I need to find it. Oh, yeah, it looks like you can still see me or hear me. He's been in boot camp. How is he liking it? If at all? Okay, I'm going to try to switch cameras and then switch back and see if... Nope, still lost connection. Okay, hold on. Why are you misbehaving? Misbehaving. I can't get my camera back. Why are you doing this, Mr. Camera? Let's try a different spot. Oh, well, okay, that can't be right. I guess it can be. Hang on. Nope. Okay, let's do this. Come on, careful, careful. So I am carefully. If you can't hear me in a second, it's because I'm unplugging. Okay. Okay, I unplugged. Turned on. Turn on. No. Turn. Wait. Sit there. Turn on. Okay. Are you going to behave? It's gone completely. My camera is gone completely. What is the matter with you? Okay, I'm going to try something really daring. If I lose you guys, I will be right back. Please don't leave me. No, just kidding. Okay, I'm going to try something. Yeesh. Looks like it worked. It worked. Okay. All right. Are you guys still there? Can anyone hear and see me? Are we on the same stream? All that cool jazz? It looks like it to me. Oh, awesome. Okay, good deal. So if this stuff ever happens to you, stuff went wonky, right? And I couldn't get it repaired, but I hit the refresh button. I hit the refresh button on the StreamYard page, and it did not disconnect me. It maintained all the same stuff, and I came right back, and it's repaired. Good to know. All right. Well, that is a good lesson because I could just see that happening to other people and happening again. And you might think you need to reboot the whole computer, which means you got to shut everybody off and then try again. But refreshing the page worked, at least this time. All right, so back to my hunt for my tearing ruler. I cannot understand what I do with my stuff. So if I'm starting to sound far away, it's because I'm literally roaming my studio trying to figure out what in the world I've done. Oh, blarg. Blargity, blarg, blarg. Blargity, blarg, blarg. Where the heck could it be? This is really dumb. Ooh, yikes. Okay, you do not fall. That is so dangerous. I have parts of my studio that have been taken apart part way for moving and rearranging purposes. And I just almost dropped a wooden shelf on my toes. That would not be smart. That would not be smart. It would smart though. Okay, I just give up. I just give up. It should be, I'm not like looking hard. I just wandered to the other end, looked on each side. It shouldn't be hard to find because it should be right here in the open. And I'm totally not seeing it. I'm going to try this. So this, this is a misprint. So my son was trying to print the tearing ruler that I want to use, and something went wrong and it started to do this. And that's not the kind of tools we want to be using or selling to people, right? So he stopped the print and had to start over. But this is the decal edge that I love so much. I'm going to try. I love using these fail pieces and string pieces and other stuff for making arty things too. So I keep a lot of them. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to use this piece for tearing. This is ridiculous, even though it's seriously just not good. Oh, it's totally working though. That hurts though. That's not good for my hands at all. So I won't be doing that often, but at least for right now, it's going to get me what I want for this page. I hope I like this after all the effort I'm going through to get it this way. It'd be funny if I get it, I finally win and I get it done and then I don't like it at all. That would be a little hilarious. A little. Okay, there we go. I don't recommend that. So this is the base for the tearing ruler. In case you're like, what the heck, how does that make a ruler? It slants down to this side to do the decal, and it slants down to this side to do the just a sharp edge. And the reason it's so wide is because I made it for people like me who have hand trouble. So you can just lay your hand on it and don't have to use as much pressure as you do with skinny rulers and stuff. So doing it this way with this little piece and a ruler actually was quite painful because I got some stuff going on right in here. Whatever. So if you're one of those people, I highly recommend a fat decal edge ruler because it works out pretty darn good. I am working on one thing though. Another person with hand trouble has one and she is loving it, except if she can't get enough hand pressure on it, then it kind of slips sometimes. So I'm trying to figure out how to get a non-skid bottom on it, and I haven't figured that out yet. But most of the time it's fine. Just laying your hand on is enough pressure. But sometimes when some of our hands are really bad, you know, that's not quite enough. Not quite enough. So someday they might have What am I looking for? I'm looking for the green. There we go. I think I'm going to go green edging on this one. Anywho, someday I might figure out how to get a non-stick bottom on them, but I'm finding it tricky because you can't have it raised off the paper at all. Otherwise, you're not going to get the clean tears that you want. So, and if I inlay like a silicone strip, I could put silicone on the back. I could put silicone strips on the back. I couldn't put feet. Those would be too tall, period. Strips might be thin enough, but not perfect. And if I'm going to make a major change to my product, I'm going to make it perfect. So there. Okay, maybe not perfect. Anyhow, I thought about figuring out how they could be inlaid, but then if they're inlaid, are they even going to create a non-stick kind of situation? So while I thought it would be just an easy thing, yeah, I can think of non-stickness. No, it actually is not that easy of a thing. I mean, non-slipness. Here we go. Non-slip. And even, oh, shoot. Let me think. Think. Maybe I could make it so that I could do 2 spaces for silicone strips to be inlaid. And then I could make it so that the depth of the inlay is just like a millimeter or like a half a millimeter or something, right? So that it's not sticking out a lot, but it's sticking out enough so it won't slide and it won't do much damage to the tearing edge. To the torn edge of your paper is what I'm saying. I probably shouldn't think engineering while I'm trying to do art. Actually, Fred's an engineer. Fred, if you're still here, please fix this problem for me. I'll send you my design for my decal edge ruler and you figure out how to inlay some silicone for a non-slip grip. Well, I tell Justin he's got to figure out how tall I can make the ruler if I'm standing on its edge to print it, because it would have to be printed vertically. That could be a problem too. I'll work on it. Thanks, Sonia. I am actually quite proud of that because I don't know CAD, and I went into a program and designed quite a few tools for us paper crafters, and I certainly am not great at it, but the tools I designed are functional. They do the job that they were designed to do, and they're decent quality, so I'm kind of proud about that. That's a neat situation right there. All right. Before this stuff happened with my family and had me have to go away, Justin and I were preparing a whole set of tools because we thought we would do them on one of the sales before the season, before the holiday season. My own sale, or I was going to join Lindy's whole weekend sale too, because I thought it would be fun to create a gift set of the tools that I've designed, and maybe people would want to gift them. I mean, that might be being a little lofty. I don't know if they're all that great, but you never know. People might like them that much. Anywho, I thought they would be a good thing to put in a gift set. Unfortunately, you know, real life knocked us in the teeth a bit, and we are in that mode now, and we didn't get to do that, but it is still on the to-do list. And Lindy asked for a bigger decal. She wants a chunkier one. for more grungy stuff. And I'm going to do a wavy on the other side. So we'll have a wavy, chunky option. And Debbie Kipp has one that has windows in it so that you can line things up and see it. And she's doing testing on that one to let me know how that works. So that was a request of, I think, Adria. I'm not really sure. I don't remember who requested it, but during one of my live sales, somebody requested windows, and I said, okay, I'll create one with windows. Debbie bought it for, I think, half price or something, and she is now an official tester. That was kind of fun. So yeah, you know what? I really have to go soon. Because Michael's going to be getting up from his nap. But if I get this page and the very end decided and in, that means all of the big chunks are done. And I can move on to more detailing next time I get a chance to come on. So I think that's my goal for right now. And it kind of makes sense to just attach this right here, doesn't it? It kind of makes sense to just do that. And I might just trim the edges and then fold the reindeer down because I don't really like that they're cut off. Wait a minute though. Wait. Is this the right one? No. No, of course not. There's two. That wouldn't be two moons, silly. Okay, so if I trim the edges of this page and a little bit off here, and I do this, this makes yet another pocket. Oh, that defeats the purpose of this flip though, doesn't it? Oh, I like that. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but what I'm seeing is he's going out of sight, right? So the reindeer are actually cut off, which generally bugs the bejeebers out of me. But because he's driving out of sight, it doesn't bother me so much. Okay, so this is actually just going to be an added page. And then we'll do the other part. Okay. That means we're getting there. That means we can do fun, decorating, artsy, pretty stuff next time. I don't know about you guys, but that is often my very favorite. And I think because it's a winter/Christmas journal, I can get pretty darn sparkly. I think I can. I'm only going to trim this a tiny bit to get a nice clean edge here. Okay. Good. What do we got here? About like so. Whoops, no. Silly girl. I got my papers all wonky. There we go. And then tiny bit wonkiness left. That's okay. Let's see how we did. Bring the book back. Decorating is your favorite part too. I know. I wish I have a friend actually who makes journals, and she does not like the decorating part as much. She likes the book binding and signatures and all that jazz. And it hasn't happened, but I really hope someday that I can have her make some naked books, right? And I can decorate them and do some collabby stuff that way. Unfortunately, it has not happened, partly because our life schedules are, I mean, it might seem like it doesn't matter, but it really does in any collab. But our life schedules are very, very, very different from each other. And partly because she is also a zebra person. So she has her own serious health conditions going on. And it just, every time we try to do stuff, just makes us all wonky. We're all wonky. Okay, this is still too fat, and I don't want it getting wrecked, but I'm gonna cut the words if I cut it anymore. So I gotta cut the reindeer off a little more. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not thrilled with how this is working. Okay, just take the biggest chunk you can stomach and try again. One more try. Good enough. It's still sticking out a bit, but this page is sticking out farther, so it should protect it. And I lied again. Oh, did you hear me? I just made an effort to not overthink this, and I can't do it. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm failing on this one. Absolutely failing that don't overthink it business. All right, one last try. I'm going to try to make this my last try. Okay. Oh, but that cuts into the words. So this has to be. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Seriously, girl. Oh, but I can trim this down though. I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna trim this little edge, this little flap that I'm using, a tiny speck. See if I can get a decal edge on it. Since I did that once, I like to copy. I like to copy stuff throughout the journal to keep it cohesive. Ow. Oh, ow. Oh, ow. All right. Just a speck. No, leave it. Oh, I can't do it. That hurt. Painful. Pain and woe. Misery is mine. Okay. Now, did that fix the situation? Are you fixed? It did. Look at that, guys. Woohoo! I think I won. I think I win. All right, so first things first, I am going to green edge this on both sides. Okay. Glue it. Just glue it. Oh, that's way better than Nike. Instead of just do it, right? Just glue it. Just glue it, man. Just glue it. Okay. So I'm going to also slightly green up the length of this side. Now, you are trimmed. I want the corners rounded. I've been using the smallest round on my biggest corner rounder. Okay. Let's see if I can get that little, can I get that little chunk out of there? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Cool beans, man. Oh, okay. I actually need more green on this side than the other side because those little tabs sticking out look a little weird. So let's do that. Yep. That looks a little better and gives me something more to work with. And we're going to glue this down. Do I edge it first? Of course I do, because that's what I do. I haven't used this at all yet, and I really wanted to. I'm just going to... Oh, yes, I have. Never mind. I did use this red somewhere. So, whoops, that's not great. So this red, once it hits the blue or the purple, turns into a little bit more purple and a little bit brownish. So it goes really well with the aged vintagey bits. I hope I like this when I'm done. I do believe if I can get it done quick enough, I will either sell it to raise some funds a bit, but I kind of doubt it. I kind of think, I mean, if somebody sees this and said they wanted to buy it, I would certainly sell it. And I think I know somebody who's going to be visiting my house who might want this because they're kind of Christmassy. Their jam is kind of Christmas and kind of this poem too. So maybe that will happen. But I do think that I'm going to take this with us when we go to the cancer center again. And I think I will just put this on the donation table because I'm fairly certain that there is somebody there who needs it. I just know it. I just know that somebody needs this very journal. So if I can get it done, that's probably where it's going to end up. And if the person who I think might love it and want it actually does, maybe I can just make another one for next year. I wouldn't be able to do it this year. I don't have the stuff anymore. Which reminds me, I know it's a very long ways off, but next summer, as long as she still wants to do it, and maybe even if she doesn't, I'm going to do another summer school session, teaching the teacher. And last summer we did the Alice in Wonderland journals. This coming summer, as soon as her school lets out, we're going to do Wizard of Oz journals. And I'm going to teach her more art techniques and stuff. Okay, look at that. We got that page tucked in. And last thing we need, ere he drove out of sight, happy Christmas to all and to all a good night. Oh, I don't need this anymore then. I don't need this anymore at all. I can put a different, oh, look at that. I am done. I'm done. So if you want to start collecting supplies and join in to teaching the teacher next summer, start collecting Wizard of Oz journal making supplies, because that's a thing that's gonna happen. All right, we got to put Santa's license and passport and sleigh key somewhere in here. Ooh. Guys, I can put all of, not all of this. I'll keep the scraps out and some bits, right? Because we're not done. We're not done by a long shot. We're not done by a long shot, but I can pull out more fun stuff. Sparkles and glitter. I don't like glitter. Other kind of sparkles. Okay, let's just do this for now. I really don't know if I want this on the front or the back. But there it is for now. And let's hang his license over the front. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, glitter is the devil. Glitter is the devil. You are not wrong, lady. It's not that I don't like the look of glitter. I just don't like that I find it years later everywhere still. Okay, I'm going to go take care of Mr. Michael. I did hear him wiggling a bit, so he might be waking up from his nap at this point. And I actually might have a time to come on in here tomorrow too. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. As always, I am so appreciative to see you and hang out with you and chat. And I'm going to leave everything right here and go find all the fun bits to make this even prettier. I will see you guys next time. Bye.